Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noctastrum and this is Disco Elysium. So, let's see what can we do today.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam
I
anymore.
need
It's your
electrochemistry
face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
and encyclopedia. I'm gonna increase one of them. Can I? I can. Let's see. The source of the expression. I need to find it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were
Okay.
good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel the need to add the clicking sound when I make it. Click, click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
Okay.
Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
This is somehow concerning. How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Alright, I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Maybe. Okay, let's attempt to stop it again.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
I'm unsure if I like
mirror
this
hangs
change.
on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Oh wait,
A
what?
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression. It's just hairy.
Okay, he looks way sadder now. Honestly, I kinda like this expression. It said that even my profile picture changed. But oh well, I can't do anything with that. Okay, him. He's not home. Let's see. Why is it loading so slow? What's happening? This is suspicious. Is the game crashing? Disco.exe is not responding. Oh, there. Oh, Kim! Good morning.
Yes?
Hold still a second. Try to strike him.
The lieutenant's posture becomes rigid and uncomfortable as you lean forward and sniff the area just above his shoulder blade. He smells like a man, a perfectly normal man. Wait, there's something there. Something that sets your GABA receptors aflutter. The lieutenant's aftershave, a common drugstore brand. Strong hints of pine needle. Strange, you're not getting any strong ideological whiffs from the lieutenant.
Do you need something, detective?
I was just wondering what brand of aftershave you use.
It's nothing fancy, just plain old Tiger Super Special. Are you thinking of, you know?
Gestures towards his cheeks with an invisible razor. Do you think I should?
The lieutenant considers your mutton chops for a long moment. A slight grimace crosses his face.
Sorry, I'm really no expert on this sort of thing. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
No, nothing. Thank you, Kim. Hey, how nice are you?
Was there something?
Never mind, I can't. Oh, I wanna pay my bill.
Hey, look up the
My
20
bill.
real. Good. You got the room for the night, but remember,
Okay, I will be fine, don't worry. Not like you would.
Wait, no. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everard's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, guess I will look as well then. I wonder how could I clean the boots. Hey Kim, can you help me with the boots? Wait, where are my boots? Oh,
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully, you'll know who they belong.
wait, what's that? I just noticed that thing. Okay, that was weird. Oh, nice. I guess I should clean it here somewhere. That's my assumption at least. Oh, there.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand.
What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party? Please refrain from culinary experiments until after we finish the investigation.
Whatever you had planned, you have to do it when the lieutenant's gone. The stove is unmoved by your comings and goings.
Oh. Okay, I think I understand. I will boil the boots. Who are you?
You look like shit.
I do. Your ruffled face reflects in the men's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I don't look like shit, I know it's intentional. Last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter, it's what's on the inside. You look like shit, asshole.
Wow. You seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now, what do you want?
His tone is impatient.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
I mean, they look like police based on those. I have something similar if I remember right. There's something strange about this guy.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
I understand. The uniform is metaphorical. I'm actually seeing the working class.
I want to say, yes, I think.
Level with me for a second. Are you working class?
Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in?
Me solving the case of the hangman?
You solving the case you're on. I'm passionate about that. So maybe get to it.
Okay. Got some questions for you, I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a pervert, revolutionary sack of shit, megastar, Hjelmdall, Kresmazov. Like Kresmazov?
Yeah, sort of. Okay, I get the reference. Like after he got run over or something.
He didn't answer your question.
Now really answer some questions for me, please.
No.
He says calmly, then just keep staring at you. Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now.
Okay, hard audience. If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Thank you.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation, a man is hanged. I'm doing this investigation and it turns out he was shot and hanged. Okay, this person who was shot and then made to look like he was hanged, he might have been shot by the people who hanged him. Okay, the person who was shot and hanged, he may have been shot by the person who made it look like he was hanged. Okay, it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. Corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hangman again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. Weird. You think he was hanged
Never
as
mind.
a cover-up? Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
I need a spirit the
You
corpse.
want- Watch
Okay?
out for you.
That voice. So very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I have a bit of point your head in a water. Yeah.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. Again? I can't but
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
He's the real deal. He has a badge.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes it out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglasses wearing man pushes through his days.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you by any chance working class?
Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class.
Do you want to rise up and tear down the entire fucking system with me?
No. Okay, sort of. But not with you. Like you are now. Don't take this the wrong way.
Oh, like you are now, so it would be fine if I would get better. Are you with him? Points to the man with the sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Yeah,
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
you are the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay,
What are you, the police? What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
you?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman.
Yes, a policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away. Okay, goodbye.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
There's something strange about this guy.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
A nurse uniform.
Yes, nurses. Why not?
This is going to sound really weird, but are you by any chance a male nurse?
Why, yes. Yes, I am a male nurse. How could you tell?
I see into the ether. That's how I know things.
Oh, you've done a lot more with ether than just look into it. This was stupid. I shouldn't have.
Okay then. I can't decide. I can't tell if they are trying to look out for me or not.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Wait, where do I get such a crown?
It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic.
I need to buy that. The idea of a king and a century gun is pretty fascinating.
The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
I do anything with this. I don't think so. Okay, so let's get the thingy. What's here? I think it already defrosted.
This orange machine is dead still. It has, turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance you hear water, dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet, or an entrepreneur.
Huh. Is this still
Both
defrosting?
cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
What if I add this as well?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank ice cream.
Oh well, I can't do anything with this. So I won't even force it. Okay. I want to buy some stuff here.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
I want to buy this.
Certainly. Another good sale.
Okay. The man from
The
something.
cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Hjelmdall, standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Seems a bit over the top.
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hjelmdallaman, the man from Hjelmdall, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. Naked women and giant swords, is that really the best they could come up with? Feels formulaic and derivative.
Look at the back cover.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Hjelmdall saga. Meet man from Hjelmdall, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands. For Hjelmdall. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Hjelmdall and the Necromancer's Treasure. Man from Hjelmdall, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Hjelmdall, the Curse of Noctastrum. A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title.
The publishers must have a dim view of their readership.
Their main concern is the continuation of the franchise, not making literary history.
Read the first couple of
The
pages.
story opens in media res. The man from Hjelmdall and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Hjelmdall and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
Wow, they are in trouble now.
9, Tyribald. The man from Hjelmdall bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands. For Hjelmdall. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time.
Yeah.
It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Alright, let's skip ahead.
A few chapters later, the man from Hjelmdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Hjelmdall to rid his kingdom of the Nactera, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers.
Okay.
The man from Hjelmdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Hold on, why is the man from Hjelmdall doing any of this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all of this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Hjelmdall. Because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from Hjelmdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor. That is his character. He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is?
Okay, but does he have any internal tension?
He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, whose names mean storm and...
Yeah, I get that. He's strong and has big swords. But why should I care about his character?
What are you, a book critic?
I might be.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now where did you leave off? Ah yes. What pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Hjesdal, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherre's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherre are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nachtherre forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherre's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway.
Okay.
Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Hjelmdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Oh, I did not see that coming.
In an instant, the Nachtherre summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Hjelmdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherre. The man from Hjelmdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
This is almost exactly the same as the first scene, even the word gibbering is used twice.
In the first scene, the man from Hjelmdall fought a powerful necromancer and his army of the dead. Now he's confronting a pair of Nachtherre and their horde of orcanoid thralls. The two couldn't be further apart.
Okay, fine. What happens next?
An excellent question. One easily answered by purchasing the next thrilling chapter in the Hjelmdallaman saga, Hjelmdallaman at the Gates of Tomorrow. The last page of this one merely reads, "To be continued." Considering the sheer amount of different Hjelmdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel. The man from Hjelmdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve.
At least I got some XP, so it was worth it. Can I buy anything
A
here?
small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of...
Nah. Let's see, is there anything cheap what I could buy?
shelves filled to the brim.
What do I need for this?
Filled to the brim.
Reaction speed. What's that?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Come on, steal it.
Slowly, You move your hand toward the tome of cockatoos. Before you reach the book, you're interrupted.
Do we really need to do this? I think not.
Yes, we do.
Shelves full of biographies of. Browsing through all the books, suddenly, high-speed next
Oh yeah,
next to the
I got the one about Dolores Day here. Now I remember.
several the maps. This bookstore is not strict.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you.
Okay.
Well, I hope it can take...
I bought the pair book. That might be useful. And from the rest of the money, I might as well buy the sequel.
The display rack is.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Well, I'm unsure if it's for the right reason. We will see. Okay, let's check the books. First, we will continue the Man from Hjelmdall story.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Hjelmdall man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Hjelmdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Hjelmdall can mount a rescue,
No.
he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Hjelmdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
Time to flip through.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Hjelmdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination.
That is oddly familiar.
His arms whirling like windmills are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Oh shit, gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Hjelmdall tribe. From the village of Hjelmdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more. Like, fuck it, just give me more.
Man from Hjelmdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward.
A passage
Fuck.
reads, The man from Hjelmdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Hjelmdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles.
Okay, so what was this? The steel muscles of a man from Hjelmdall gleam in the humid jungle air, yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drips in the frigid northlands he calls home. Holy shit, this is so me. Really get into the book? Oh my god.
Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Hjelmdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from Hjelmdall. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Hjelmdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
I kept hoping it would get better, but the writing is terrible and repetitive.
What do you even know about literature? Have you ever read a book in your life?
Of course I have.
This is not just another book. It's Man from Hjelmdall, and it's done with you. You open the book to a random. You flip to the copyright page. Berserker rage burn. Man from here.
Yeah,
the
I
steel
wanna see how it
muscles.
goes.
A passage reads, thine spell. I have grand plans for you.
Epic.
Man from here. In the final pages, man from Hjelmdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Hjelmdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere.
Okay, fuck it. Well, these books sucked, and this one didn't even give me any XP, I think. Okay, let's check this one, and then after it I'm gonna end the episode.
Medicinal purposes of the Pearl. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols.
Let's open.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the Pearl. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's that?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words.
Exactly.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the Pearl, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Is there anything in there about restoring lost memories? I just want something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence. Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Yes. Alright, books, let's see what you got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Common meadow root.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Mix it with a dram of whiskey. Boil it with a tea made from birch bark. Mashed into the paste with some aloe vera extract. Let's have birch bark, I don't know.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
A spoonful of sugar.
This tastes so bad, it can only be good for you. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should help you perform your marital obligations. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Very well. Next, you'll need... Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite. Would you like to...
Yeah, I wonder if there's anything hidden.
Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and gin. Would you like to... Very well. Next, you'll need to combine the... Lastly, you've created... Would you like... Very well. Next,
you've
created a delicious... Would you like
yeah,
to...
same thing.
Very well. Next, you'll need to... Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a delicious tincture of... Would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more.
Let's put it away for now. I might look into them later, but right now I don't want to. Anyway, that was all for this episode. Wait, no. Before I end it, I wanna check if this shit defrosted. Come on, did you defrost?
This orange machine is...
Okay, anyway, that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and we'll continue from here next time.